So now people can see it. There it is. The Steve Jackson, the second book of the Fighting Fantasy series, the Citadel of Chaos. That's our challenge for today. Andy's going to be running the Citadel, and I shall be narrating and reading. Rolling on behalf of the villains. I've got some D6s here ready to go. Have you got your dice?
Oh, somewhere.
Need your dice. Get your dice ready.
Yeah, no worries. I'll have them ready by the time we start as well.
Yeah.
Wait, two, don't I? Oh, let me move my beer.
I've got my dice and I've got my red wine. I'm ready. I'm ready to fighting fantasy.
What else in life do you possibly need?
Very little. Although I noticed there was a bag of jumbo Wotsits in the kitchen, and they may be consumed live on stream later. I can't make any promises.
Oh, I can only hope.
We can only hope. There'll be someone who'll enjoy that, I'm sure.
Tits. Right.
Long-haired hippie guy eats Wotsits on the stream. It's the next revolution. It's the new thing. Are we dropping frames? Am I a bit jumpy on stream?
Well, I don't know. My internet's so bad. This computer's so old. It keeps stopping starting, but I think that might just be mine.
Yeah, it says I've got an excellent connection, but I never know really to believe it or not. And every time I glance down, it looks like I'm just really, really jumpy. It does say we've got a couple of viewers, but one of them will be you, will it? Checking in on the chat.
Indeed.
So, who knows? I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, let's get started from the beginning, shall we?
Yeah. How do I get the little chat box up?
What, on the Twitch?
Oh, it's on the side. Mod Lizzie's
It
here.
should be down there. Yeah.
Ah, got ya. I'm with ya.
Mod Lizzie. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's test if my little present's working.
Let's do it.
Let's try this one. Yes, I do want to redeem, please.
Rip Thunderstone.
Oh, there's a Rip Thunderstone.
Is it coming up on the actual stream screen?
Yeah.
And can you hear it on the stream screen?
When you played it, I did.
Or did you definitely hear it, or were you hearing it through my speakers, through my microphone?
Oh, I might have done that. Let me mute Twitch. Play again.
Well, it's not Twitch you want to mute, it's me you want to mute.
Never.
Oh, you're sweet.
No, seriously, I'm not entirely sure how I do that.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, mute everyone. Mute everyone except yourself. Right, so now you're muted.
Like super big, like a big cheeseburger big.
There's a bit of a delay in there.
Let's unmute everyone. Hold on. You need to. Have you unmuted? I've muted you. Are you unmuted now?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Can you unmute yourself?
There you go.
Hey, thank fuck for that. I thought I'd broken it.
No, well, you muted me, but obviously I'm able to unmute myself from this side.
Good.
So could you hear it? Did it work?
I did hear it. I think I heard it, and I did like it very much. Cheeseburger is like a big cheeseburger big.
Yay! I put a lot of work into getting that to work.
I bet you did, mate. I wouldn't know where to start. Have you spammed everyone and told them that we're here?
Nope.
That might be why we're sat alone with Lizzie.
Well, Lizzie is fine company.
Lazy.
Lizzie is fine company, indeed. Now let me move the OBS back over there. Onto other screen. There's definitely a bit of a delay, you know.
I know. There's a time delay.
Is there a time delay?
There is a time delay.
Copy link. Let's do the spam thing, yo. Running the Citadel right now. Paste. Yeah, I tell you what, it's warm in here. That radiator, I've just turned it right down. Right down, because I am feeling the heat from that radiator. Faux show.
Faux shizzle.
Right, well, we'll let people will bimble along, I suppose, or maybe they won't. Maybe we'll just spend the night alone, throwing this into the void, but one way or another we ought to start. So, are you ready, adventurer? England. How will you start your adventure?
I know.
The book you hold in your hands is a gateway to another world. A world of dark magic, terrifying monsters, brooding castles, treacherous dungeons, and untold danger. Where a noble few defend against the myriad schemes of the forces of evil. Welcome to the world of fighting fantasy.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's a nice opening, that.
Oh,
There he is. Hi, Al. You are about to embark upon a thrilling fantasy adventure in which you are the hero. You decide which route to take, which dangers to risk, and which creatures to fight. But be warned, it will also be you who has to live or die by the consequences of your actions. Ooh. Take heed, for success is by no means certain, and you may well fail in your mission on your first attempt. Have no fear, for with experience, skill, and luck, each new attempt should bring you a step closer to your ultimate goal. Ah, Al says he's been waiting ages for this. Thanks, mate. I'm glad. It might just be, you may be just getting a special performance just for you at this rate.
Indeed.
Prepare yourself, for when you turn the page, you will enter an exciting, perilous, fighting fantasy adventure where every choice is yours to make. An adventure in which you are the hero. You just spam the chat with all the emotes.
Hero. Lizzie. Lizzie's just turned into you.
How's that just happened? Right, so how would you like to begin your adventure? You can start playing straight away with one of their preset characters, or you can create your own character by following the instructions on page 200 to 211.
11 pages. Let's go with a preset.
Let's go with a preset. Okay. Don't forget there's one of the existing fighting fantasy characters on 196 to 199. Let's find you a preset. 196 to 199. Okay. Choose your adventurer. Here at your disposal are 3 adventurers to choose from. Over the page are the rules for fighting fantasy. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Blah blah blah. That's all blah blah blah. So we've got Elsevier Grindelwald.
Ooh.
Thrown out of home as a boy by his unpleasant stepfather, before training as a wizard, Elsevier had a number of professions: conman, thief, salesman, even a circus illusionist at one stage.
Sounds like my life.
Yeah, it does sound about your time when you were in North America, largely. But those all fell away once he found magic, his true vocation. However, in the brilliant spells he weaves, part of his old lives still shine through, and he is a master of the subtler arts, illusion, trickery, and perception. He is also blessed with a certain amount of rude luck and natural charm. The type of good fortune that somehow managed to keep him out of serious trouble while he was pursuing his earlier careers. So there's your first option.
Right, wizard, basically.
Yeah, basically. His magic spells are Illusion, ESP, Fool's Gold, Luck, Creature Copy, and Shielding. He's got pretty decent stamina, I think. I can't remember what are good numbers or not, to be honest.
All right.
Okay, let's have a look. We've got Tybolt Spellcaster as your second option.
I think he might be a wizard as well.
It's feeling likely, isn't it? To some of the fellow pupils studying under the Grand Wizard of Yore, Tybolt. Oh no, Grand Wizards of Yore, Tybolt was arrogant and aloof, the youngest member of the Spellcaster dynasty of sorcerers, stretching back for centuries. However, to his friends, Tybolt was a fiercely loyal companion, skilled with conventional weaponry and honour bound to defend to the hilt those he admired and respected. What both sides agreed on was that of all the young trainees, Tybolt Spellcaster was of another level, capable of breathtaking wizardry that even had the elders speechless at points.
Uyakasha.
Confident and determined, his sheer strength of character and force of nature make everything bend to his will, whether he has bewitched them or not.
Wow.
So that's Tybolt. And Tybolt has got a lot more creature copy, levitation, weakness, and a little bit of fire and strength in his spell stuff.
Right.
And then your third and final option, sir, is
Yes.
Elif Montaigne. Elif is a mixture of so many opposites, it seems impossible for people to begin to describe her. Born in the mountains of Titan, she is the daughter of a community of nomads for who...
Yes.
That sentence doesn't make sense. It should be who for many years have made the steep slopes their home. Small and wispy looking, she is somehow capable of incredible strength and the fiercest endurance, often caught daydreaming while the Grand Wizard lectures his pupils. Elif nevertheless casts spells of such fierce beauty and power that no one would deny that she is by far and away the most gifted young sorceress in all of Alancia. As beautiful as the flowers that grow on the desolate mountainside, yet as strong as the very rock itself, Elif commands the respect of even the Grand Wizard of Yore himself.
Ooh.
So there you go. There's your three options.
Got to be Grindelwald, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean Grindelwald is a bit of a kind of roguish, illusionisty, scampy type. Does feel like a solid fit for you. I can't deny.
Although I am beautiful.
You are indeed. Beautiful, like Lieutenant England.
Jolly good show, what?
Flew hurricanes through 3941, but moved to the Spitfire, much more of an adventure.
Tally ho, Ted sent 2,000 people to their deaths. What?
Okay, well, do you want to get your stats noted down then?
Let's rock.
Grindelwald has a skill of 8.
Skill 8.
Stamina of 19.
Stamina 19.
Luck of 10.
Luck of 10.
Magic of 15.
Magic 15.
And then your magic spells are Illusion times 4.
Illusion times 4.
ESP times 3.
ESP times 3.
Fool's Gold times 3.
Yeah.
Luck times 3.
Luck times 3.
Creature Copy times 1.
Creature Copy times 1.
And Shielding times 1.
Shielding times 1.
You also have 6 meals.
Oh, I had like 20 meals in the last one.
Oh, did you? I didn't remember that. Is my audio all right? I'm quite far away from the microphone.
I can hear you fine.
Lovely,
Alex, let us know if there's any
yeah,
problem.
let me know if do I sound a bit distant or something. Right, okay, there's your character chosen. How to fight creatures. No, hang on. Yeah, roll 2 dice for the creature, add its skill score. Roll 2 dice for yourself, add your skill score. And then it's the higher, just as last time.
Yeah, to do 2 stamina damage.
If the creature's attack strength is higher, it has wounded you. If you wounded the creature, subtract 2. If the creature wounded you, subtract 2. That's from stamina. You can use luck to do the additional point of damage, or to subtract 1 from the damage that you've taken. Make appropriate changes to whoever's stamina scores. This continues until someone's dead.
Cool. That's the same then. That's good.
The same. The luck is the same as well. You can do a test your luck roll. You can restore your skill and stamina with provisions, having a chill and eating.
Nom, nom, nom.
But there's a whole extra bit here about using magic, which we didn't have last time.
It's a kind of magic.
You've got pretty good magic of 15, actually.
It's a kind of magic. One look, one thing, one other thing. Dude, what are you going to share?
Yeah, I'm just skimming through because there's a lot of this stuff that's, pointless information.
He's skimming.
Each time during the adventure that you use a spell, right? If you must cross it off your list. Each time you use a spell, you must cross it off the list. So that's what all the multiply times must be, even if it's not effective.
Right.
As you will have no idea of the dangers lurking with the Citadel, the first time you enter, you will no doubt choose spells which will not be as effective as you would like. Right? Well, it doesn't say how you test your spells, though. So the spells, then. Creature Copy allows you to conjure up an exact duplicate of any creature you are fighting. The duplicate will have the same skill and stamina scores and the same powers as the original. But the duplicate will be under the control of your will, and you may, for example, instruct it to attack the original creature and sit back and watch them battle.
I like that idea.
Yeah, and then you had, did you have ESP? Was that one of yours? Yeah.
Yeah.
With this spell, you'll be able to tune in to psychic wavelengths. It may help you to read a creature's mind, or may tell you what is behind a locked door. That could be useful. However, it is sometimes prone to giving misleading information if one psychic source is close to another. Fool's Gold, I think, was one of yours, wasn't it? This spell will turn ordinary rock into a pile of what appears to be gold. However, the spell is merely an illusion. And the pile of gold will soon turn back to rock.
Okay.
Then luck, you've got luck, haven't you? This spell, along with the skill and stamina spells, is special in that it can be cast at any time during an adventure except in battle. You need not wait for a choice to appear on the page. Once cast, it will restore your luck score by half.
Okay.
Oh, by half your initial luck score, to be clear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Creature Copy, we talked about. Illusion.
Shielding.
Shielding. Casting this spell creates an invisible shield in front of you which protects you from physical objects, arrows, swords, etc. The shield is not effective against magic. Nothing outside can touch you. You will not be able to touch anything outside of it. So there's your shielding.
Okie doke.
And then finally, you have a sword, leather armor, a lantern, and a backpack.
Leather, armor, lantern, knapsack.
Yeah. All right, there we go. So you're all set. Am I to call you Grindelwald, or are you going to rename your character?
No, call me Grindelwald.
Yeah.
I look like Johnny Depp.
Not like Captain Tarquin. No, that's not.
Could do. What do you want me to make up another name?
No. I'm just teasing you about your tash.
Oh,
I wish you told me I'd have gone full handlebar for you.
I can't do that. You just showed me up.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm full beard.
Full.
I've just realised that I put my little table with my drink on down here, so every time I lean forward to get my drink, the audience get a real lovely close up of my face.
Lovely. Look up your nose.
Yeah.
One.
Right, here we go then. The lawful good folk of the Vale of Willow have lived for some 8 years in awe and fear of the demi-sorcerer Balthus Dyer.
Danny Dyer.
He sounds like a Sith Lord or something, doesn't
Sounds like Danny Dyer's brother.
he? Hello, what's going on here then? In awe, since his power is truly awesome, and in fear ever since word leaked from his domain that his ambitious plans of conquest were to commence within the Vale itself. A faithful half-elf sent on a spying mission to the Black Tower came galloping back to the Vale 3 days ago with a frantic warning. From within the caverns of Cragun Rock, Balthus Dyer had recruited an army of chaotics and was preparing them to attack the Vale within the week. The good King Salomon was a man of action. Messengers were sent throughout the Vale that day to prepare defences and to summon the menfolk to action. Riders had also been sent to the great forest of Yore to warn the half-elves that lived there to make an appeal for an allied force. King Salomon was also a wise man. He knew well that the news would inevitably reach the Grand Wizard of Yore, a white sorcerer of great power who lived deep within the forest. The wizard was old and would not last through a battle of this magnitude, but he schooled a number of young magicians, and perhaps one of his students in the magic arts with courage and ambition would aid the king and his subjects. See where this is going, can't you?
I can.
You are the star pupil of the Grand Wizard of Yore.
Hello.
He has been a difficult master, and your own impatience has often got the better of you. Perhaps a little too headstrong, you left immediately for Salaman's court. The king welcomed you enthusiastically and explained his plan. The battle could be avoided without bloodshed if Balthus were to be assassinated before his armies could amass. The mission ahead of you is extremely perilous. Balthus Dyer is surrounded in his citadel by a multitude of appalling creatures. Although magic is your strongest weapon, there will be times when you must rely on your sword to survive. King Salomon has briefed you on your mission and warned you of the dangers that lie ahead. One way through the citadel is the best for you to take. If you discover it, you will be successful with a minimum of personal risk. It may take you several trips to find the easiest way through. Gotta hope we don't get stuck in a loop again.
A loop.
You leave the Vale of Willow on the long hike to the Black Tower. At the foot of the hill of Cragun Rock, you can see its outline against the dark sky. The sun sets. As twilight turns to darkness, you start your climb up the hill towards that forbidding shape silhouetted against the night sky. The citadel is less than an hour's climb. Some distance from its wall, you stop to rest. A mistake, as it seems a fearful spectre from which there is no escape. The hairs on your neck prickle as you look towards it. But you are ashamed of your fears. With grim resolve, you march onwards towards the main gate, where you know guards will be waiting. You consider your options. You have already thought about claiming to be a herbalist, come to treat a guard with fever. You could pose as a trader or an artisan, perhaps a carpenter. You could even be a nomad, seeking shelter for the night. Oh, sorry about that. Email coming in. Probably Lizzie. Asking if we're on yet.
We are, love. Catch up.
As you ponder the possibilities and the yarns you will have to spin to the guards, you reach the main trail leading up to the gates. 2 lanterns burn on either side of the portcullis. You hear muffled gruntings as you approach, and 2 misshapen creatures step forward. Must be Alex and Rob from Breath Weapon X. Wait for him to catch up on that on the chat. On the left stands an ugly creature with the head of a dog and the body of a great ape, flexing its powerful arms. Its opposite number is indeed its opposite, with the head of an ape and the body of a dog.
Oh, jeepers creepers.
There's a picture. Hang on, let me show Andy first over there.
Oh, guards.
And then I'll show the viewers. There they are. The latter guard approaches you on all fours. It stops meters in front of you, raises itself on its hind legs and addresses you. Which story will you opt for? Will you pose as a herbalist? Will you claim to be a trader? Will you ask for shelter for the night?
I'll be a herbalist.
A herbalist?
Hello, dear man.
He knows a lot about a herb, innit? Right, 261. It's quite a late number. I don't know if that's relevant in any way.
You get killed. Let's try again.
Yes, start again. I'm not rereading the intro. The ape dog asks to see your herbs. Luckily, you had grabbed a few handfuls of weeds on your way to show them.
I got some weed.
I got
some weed.
Rob's here. That's so ironic. I just invoked your name, Mr. Collector Man. Cocking its head to one side, the creature eyes you suspiciously. It asks you for the name of the guard you have come to treat, something you hadn't planned on. You quickly think of a name to bluff the creature with. And we've got 3 names for you to choose from. We have Kiltrog, Pincus, or Blag.
What? Pinkos?
Kiltrog, Pincus, or Blag. What do you think, chat? Who's there? We've got Alan Rob with us. Which, what are your votes for the name that Andy should use to convince the guard he's legit?
Blinkers. Pincus.
Pincus.
Oh, there we go. That's a double whammy there.
Yeah, that's what chat's going for as well. Okay, Pincus turned to 175.
Pincus, he wanted some weed. I come to sell him a...
Come to give Pincus a bit of herb.
Yeah, a baggie, an 8-ball, or whatever they are. Show you how much I know about drugs, doesn't it?
The creature has never heard of Pincus within the Citadel. The dog ape holding the mace growls and steps forward. You may quickly choose another name or prepare to fight.
Blag.
You're going to go for another name?
Blag it.
You don't fancy an ape with a dog's head? Fancy your chances? Okay, test your luck.
Okay. Is it 2 dice for that?
Yeah.
It's got to be. It's 10. 7. So I am successful. My luck goes down to 9.
Is it roll under, is it? Yeah, it
Yeah.
must be roll under, isn't it? Right, if you're lucky, you can choose another name and summon the gatekeeper, who eventually appears to let you in. There you go, you've blagged it. You have successfully...
Blag was the name.
Hey! Well, both, in fact. 251. 251. The gatekeeper has come to let you in. You were lucky this time,
I'm a lucky boy.
Mr. Grindelwald. You walk forward into a spacious open courtyard surrounded by large walls. Various lights are burning and groups of figures are shuffling around in the darkness. In the centre of the courtyard is a large monument of some kind, perhaps a fountain. Looking across the yard, you can see what appears to be the main entrance to the tower. Will you creep around the walls towards the tower, stride boldly across the courtyard, or tiptoe through the shadows towards one of the groups?
Boldly like a boss.
Like a boss.
Do you know who I am? I'm Grindelwald.
I'm Grindelwald.
UK National Champion 2017, bitch.
True story. As you step out the shadows towards the centre of the courtyard, a voice in the wind cries, "Halt! Stand your ground!" You whirl about but can see no one addressing you. You take another couple of steps. Again, the eerie voice orders you to stop, and this time an arrow zings through the air and lands close to your foot. You jump back, and still you can see no one, but now you are stuck. Will you press on forwards cautiously, make a dash for the monument in the centre of the yard, or cast a shielding spell around you and advance?
Ooh. Let's dash. I've only got one shield in, so I will dash for the monument in the middle.
All right, making a dash for it. Turn to 1, 2, 5. What do we think, guys? Would you have made the dash?
About to get an arrow in my head, I think.
As you break into a run, 3 arrows fly outwards towards you from nowhere. Test your luck.
Christ almighty, luck test again. Right.
If you are lucky, they all miss. If you're unlucky, you're about to take 5 stamina points of damage.
Cheaper 5?
Yeah.
Right, what have I got? 5, 6, 7, 8. My luck is 9.
You've been lucky.
So now it's down at 8.
They all miss you when you arrive at the monument, ducking behind the stone.
Dodging and weaving.
Turn to 209. 209. You cast your eyes over the strange structure. It appears not to be a fountain, but a temple of some sort. To one side there is a door which you may investigate, or you may press onwards towards the citadel itself. Dodge, dip, dive, duck and dodge. There's nothing quite like that scene, you know, where the spanner hits him with the head. Anyway, if you wish to press onwards, turn to 156. If you wish to investigate, turn to 362. So you've got a door to the side. You're going to take a look through the door. Okay, 362.
I think so. We learned from the last one that you need to check every room.
Yeah, because we were short of something. What were we short of? I can't remember.
Short a key.
A key, that's it. Now let me just have a sip of my wine. There we are. The door opens and the small room inside is lit by candlelight. Cautiously, you look inside to see a strange sight. On a stone altar in the middle of the chamber are 3 silver chalices. Chalice? I'm not sure that's right.
Excuse me.
Each one containing different coloured liquid. One clear, one red, one milky.
Sorry.
Have you been in here before? Fluttering around the altar are 3 small winged gremlin-type creatures, all chirping excitedly. Every so often one lands on the altar and takes a sip of the milky liquid. The open door creaks on its hinges and startles them. They whirl round to see you and become very excited.
Bhagwan.
You may either enter the chamber or close the door and leave quickly.
I feel the need for some milky liquid. Let's get on here with it. Let's get in there.
Right, okay, here we go. I knew you were going to say that. Where are we going? 58. Heading to 58.
Let's guzzle.
Here we go. As you enter, the gremlins flutter and squeak excitedly, then fly past you through the door and out into the night.
Oh.
You are now alone with the chalices. Will you risk a drink? If so, clear liquid, red liquid, or milky liquid?
Milky.
Oh.
Go for the one that sounds the most mean.
Grim.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like the gremlin milk, please.
I've got a knapsack of food. I think I'll try this random cup of milky liquid, please. Barkeep,
Don't-
please.
These gremlins obviously don't know there's a lockdown going on, and nor does Grindelwald, because you've just shared a cup.
That's why I'm saving my shielding. I get transferred into a semi-detached house for 17 weeks. Local churches will bring me food supplies. It'll be great.
You're allowed to go and drive and visit a castle, you know. The milky liquid smells sweet.
Sweet.
You take a sip and start to giggle. You take a gulp and burst out laughing for no reason at all. No wonder the little gremlins were enjoying it so much. Light-headed and in fine spirits, you leave the chamber to make your way onwards towards the Citadel.
Yeah.
It turns out it was Bailey's. You have gained 2 stamina points for this refreshing incident.
Can I go above what I originally have? I think last time I couldn't I?
Great question. Allow me a moment to consult the rules at the back. I'm sure it definitely explicitly said one way or the other, but I've forgotten. Did you say you could?
I did last time.
I don't think you could.
I did last time.
Yeah, okay, it says here, never rub out your initial scores. Your totals may never exceed your initial scores, except on very rare occasions when instructed to do so.
Well, he's just instructed to add 2 to my stamina.
No, it said add 2 stamina points.
Oh, okay.
Rules lawyered. Boop.
Laurier.
1, 5, 6. Ah! Right, here we go. 1, 5, 6. As you stride across the open courtyard, you notice that you are walking alongside a small mound, almost like a buried pipeline running from the Black Tower to the temple. You bend over to investigate it. Could it perhaps have been made by a mole or of some kind? As you touch the mound, it caves in, and to your horror, a long grey tentacle covered in warty growths bursts out of the ground and wraps itself around your leg.
Straight into it. I'm not worried about the arrows anymore, though, am I?
No. You've just kind of run through a door, stolen some gremlin Baileys, and now you've got a warty tentacle attacking you.
Cool.
Pretty standard Saturday for Andy on Southampton Common. So you can use your sword or cast a levitation spell or a fire spell if you've got one.
Not got a fire spell. Let's stab it with my sword.
Stab it with the sword. Classic. Stick to the classics, you know what I mean? Okay, here you go. You draw your sword and hack at the tentacle. The tentacle will not fight back as will a normal creature, but instead it is trying to drag you into the large hole in the ground.
What?
You do not need to roll for the tentacle. It has an attack strength of 15 and a stamina score of 2. So you throw for combat in the normal way, but if your own attack strength comes to less than 15, you don't subtract any points from your stamina. You'll basically just die. You've got 3 attempts.
All right, so I've got 3 attempts to get it. And I'm going to get under my skill score.
Yeah, but he's only got a stamina of 2, so I think the idea is that you're
My
doing
skill
1.
set only 8.
Or is it?
Before it was like 17 or something.
He's got 15, the tentacle.
So I've got to get 2 dice plus my skill over 15.
Yeah.
But you're not rolling.
No, I'm not rolling. It just tells me right out I've got a 15.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, that's not too bad then. Let's roll. What have we got? 6. 6 plus 8 is 14.
No.
That's
1
not good.
down. 2 attempts to go.
Could be an early bath.
Yeah, could be done. Short stream.
6 again.
Oh.
Last chance saloon
Last attempt.
for Grindelwald.
It's definitely a 2 dice roll, isn't it? Yeah, it's never a 3.
It's a 7.
7 plus your 8. There you go. There's your 15.
Oh, lucky.
Yowza. Woo!
That doesn't
Close
bode
call.
well if that's the first thing I'm fighting.
Yeah, about to say. Yeah, but you've gone through this door, haven't you? You're in this random bit. You're not even in the Citadel yet. So, no, you're right. It doesn't bode well. Right, turn to 218 then.
Am I not? I'm still in this pissing courtyard.
Well, you've gone through that door with the gremlins, haven't you? And
I come back out of it, didn't I?
oh, yeah, you did, and got attacked by a warty tentacle.
Yeah.
Stab it with the pointy end. Good advice from Rob there.
That's after drinking some creamy liquid.
Some gremlin milk. From Mama. From Mama Gremlin. Did I say 218?
Do gremlins have nipples to milk them?
It's a great question. I mean, they're mystical creatures, so you can't necessarily assume that they suckle and nurture in the same way.
Yeah.
They're not mammals. I've lost track now. Did I say 218?
I can't remember.
I'm looking for the matching picture that was on the other side of the page. Oh, fuck a duck.
Duck a fuck.
Duck of fuck.
If you are out there watching, then please do comment in the chat. Help me get through the Citadel of Chaos, which I'm sure will
Oh,
be
here we
easy.
How you fight this thing? Then you drew your sword, so that was 71. 218. I was right. I should have more faith in myself. I played through an adventure book called The Curse of the Saltash Mine by Paul Stapleton, but it didn't go too well. It only lasted about 20 minutes. Well, that nearly only lasted about 20 minutes. We've been live for 45, but 20 of it was deciding on your character. Right, okay. In front of you is a large wooden door firmly locked. You may either knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me, or you can use a strength spell to open it, which I don't think you've got a strength spell, have you?
Well, yeah, but it's got. Why would I knock?
I don't know.
Oh, I've only got that as an option after like being shot at and dragged on the ground.
Hello?
Can't read your meters.
Yeah. Are you, by any chance, the person who was just shooting arrows at me?
No.
And if you were, where are you now? I mean, the arrow person has just outright disappeared.
Excuse me. I need to check if you've got a TV license.
Yeah, the arrow folk has just gone, yeah, see you later.
I'm bored.
That's it. I hit you a little bit.
Go on then. Knock on the door.
Knock on the door. Hang on, I'm spamming the chat with some Lizzies.
Let me draw a little door in my map. Door.
Door. Knock on the door, 118. The door opens and a large, brutish creature steps out. It has a sharp horn in the middle of its forehead, and its skin appears to be armoured plated.
Oh, good.
It grunts to ask you what you want and demands the password before letting you in. Do you know the password? If so, turn to 273. If not, turn to 198.
How the flip would I have known the password? All I've done is gone through one door and drunk some milk.
I can't help you, mate. I
don't know the password.
I'm as clueless as you. But before we carry on with 198, remember 198? I'm just
198.
line up.
198.
I'm gonna have to have a little sip of my water as well, because all this reading's making me a little bit dry. Yeah, definitely better placement of my little... Rob says just try the word password. Mother's maiden name. Right. What was it? 198. You think quickly. You reach into your bag and pull out a handful of weeds. No. Whoa. We're live on Twitch. Don't do that.
What? So
You
what?
can't. Don't be playing copyright music on live on Twitch. Jesus.
We'll lose
They'll
our 10p's.
They'll take our 10p's off us. You're showing him the handful of weeds from before.
Oh, sweet.
You explain you are a herbalist and you've come to treat the Lord's librarian, who is critically ill.
Wow. Where did I get that from?
The messenger never told you of a password. Does he believe you? Test your luck.
Right, I've got to be running low on luck.
That
here.
luck stat's whittling down, yeah.
It's 8 now. Right. 8 on 2 dice. Under 8. Still. Its odds are in my favour. And it's a 6.
Nice.
Let me knock that down to 7.
He believes you and lets you in.
Thank you very much, Armoured Man.
177.
What do I see? Right, I've gone through
I'm
it.
saying there. I streamed a game yesterday, Cave Story Plus, and the only comment I received on the whole stream was Alex saying it was password. Ovs. Okay, you're in a narrow hallway. This continues for several meters and ends in a doorway. Halfway along the passage, you can see an archway where some steps lead downwards. Will you go forwards to the door or down the steps?
Ooh. Let's get down the steps.
Hey, Jordo's here.
Jordo.
Jordo says kick the door down.
I want to get down the steps, please.
Okay. Well, I'm very sorry, guys. Down the steps for Andy it is. Creep down the steps, in fact, it says.
Being bold hasn't worked too far.
3, 4, 4.
So far, too much.
No. It's, so far, Jordo, Andy has been shot with 2 arrows. He's drunk some gremlin milk, which had a strange effect. And he has been attacked by a warty tentacle from the ground. It's been going shiningly well. Oh, shit, I forgot what number again. Oh, found it, it's all right. You follow the stairs downwards. The air is cool and stagnant. At the foot of the stairs is a door. Will you try the door or climb back up the stairs and go to the other door?
I think as I'm here, I'll kick the door down.
Kick the door down.
Oi,
Number 7.
Danny Dyer, where are you? I'm coming for you.
Jordan would like you to explain what's going on with your lip. We've already explained what's going on with his lip. He's actually a Spitfire pilot from the Second World War.
Jolly good show, chaps.
Tally ho, Grindelwald. Kick down the door. What?
Bloody Jerry's. Had to teach those bloody bastards a lesson.
And their warty tentacles.
Drank some of his mother's milk, though. Very nice.
Rather lovely. Milky liquid.
Can I open the door? Or do I need to knock 3 times?
You can either charge it with your shoulder or use a strength spell and try and wrench it off its hinges.
I don't have a strength spell, so bosh with the shoulder, please. Let me guess, luck test.
With the shoulder, 2, 6, 8.
Oh, no,
Hi, Joel.
test.
Joel's here as well. Been lurking, but he's got a bad connection. All right, mate. Joel often struggles to watch our streams. I think there must be an Atlantic connection issue. Ah, no. As you hit the door, the wood cracks a little, but does not give.
Ow.
You try it again, and this time the wood splits down the middle. You break your way through into the room behind.
Boom.
Turn to 210. Do-do-do-do.
Don't. Yes, we do have our next movie. Have you not listened? Has it been released for us? Yes, it has been. It's out.
Yeah, it was out last Monday.
It's had like 200 views.
Yeah. So hang on, everyone remember 210. So when I was editing the podcast, Andy and I, if you haven't listened, Andy and I were talking about
Bridgerton.
And Andy just says in passing, he just says it was like watching porn on Netflix. And you may or may not have noticed, I often put a funny quote from the episode as the title of the vid. Oh, look at that, Mod Lizzie. She's just spammed our podcast link just as I was talking about it. I swear that was lucky. Yeah. So I just wrote the line, it's like porn on Netflix, in the title of the podcast. Not even thinking about any other implications. It was just a funny line that Andy had said. And the stats have just gone... like we've had like 5 times the usual amount of listens. And we think it's because of the use of the word porn in the title.
Pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure that there's not diehard bad boy fans that have been waiting and waiting to listen to one of our episodes.
The thing is, it takes them... I can't believe it takes them 2.5 minutes to drop out. So the viewer stats tells us that they watch 2.5 minutes and then leave the video. It's like, what are they hanging on for? 2.5 minutes for what?
These guys, they're going to mention porn in a minute.
A random flash of boobs in the middle of the thing.
No, they'll mention it any minute now. 2 minutes in. Wow. There's another reason why it could be 2.5 minutes, but let's not go down that route.
Oh no! Well, we do have very attractive voices. The random boobs. I tune in. Yeah, these 2 boobs here. Pair of tits. So the next movie is Smokey and the Bandit Owl, and that's on Monday night. This Monday coming, isn't it?
Yeah, we should tell people. We'll put a post up Monday at 9. Smokey and the Bandit.
You've never seen that one either? Wow. We're not fully convinced that either of us have actually seen it before.
No.
Not fully convinced. I think I have, but a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Right, 210 then.
210.
You now stand in a large round room.
Round room, that's true.
It is lit by a single torch fixed into one wall. There is no furniture in the room, save for a rough wooden table and chair in the centre. Hovering above the table, fast asleep, is a very small man dressed in a green shirt and pantaloons.
Obviously.
He cannot be more than 1 metre tall, and you cannot believe that he is still asleep after your noisy entrance. You hear a creak and turn to your right in time to see a small catapult fire a missile of some sort straight at you. It is going to hit you unless you use your shielding spell.
I've only got one.
Use your shielding spell if you cannot or will not. It gives you the option to use it or not.
Do I use the shielding this early on? Probably, because I'm probably going to get...
I don't know. It seems very determined to get you to use your shield spell.
Yeah, and then it's going to be like...
You the option many times.
It's going to get to the end of the game. It says, if you have your shielding spell, you will win. And if you don't, then... Yeah.
What do you think, chat? Do you think you should use your shielding spell? It seems pretty determined to get this... Jordo says, take it like a man.
Yeah, go on then. I turn around and I'm like, bring it.
You're going to take it. 359, okay.
I'll take it right in the face.
We're back on Southampton Common once again. 359. You try to duck, but cannot avoid the full impact of the missile, which hits you on the forehead and splatters all over your face. That's what it says, legit. You brace yourself, waiting for perhaps an acidic reaction to take place, but the mushy liquid merely drips off your face onto the ground.
Mushy liquid.
Cautiously, you test it. First with your finger, then with your tongue.
Ah!
You have just been hit with a ripe tomato. You turn to face the sleeping figure once more. Turn to 29. So this catapult is just fired off, presumably like a door trap type thing.
But it's a ripe tomato.
Ripe tomato. Yeah, to be clear, Jordo, ripe tomato.
Good call, Jordo.
The Red Mage is here. Hello, Red Mage. Red Mage says you've probably had worse things thrown at your face.
It's like a leprechaun bukkake.
Oh, God. That's going to haunt me tonight. Cautiously, you approach the little man. As you get close, a single eye opens and looks you straight in the face. A wide grin spreads between the creature's ears and he disappears. Good morning to you. I don't want to do the accent. It's bordering on racism. Says a chirpy little voice behind you, and you swivel round to see him standing there, still grinning. Oh no. I'm O'Shamus, the leprechaun, he chuckles, and holds his hand out to you. He seems friendly enough. Will you shake his hand and try and befriend him, or draw your sword?
Oh, that's a loaded question. It's a leprechaun. Let's shake his hand. What could go wrong? He's just hit me with a tomato. Scared.
271. Shake his hand twice to be sure. But Tish, well done, Red Mage. 271.
He turns into a large almond. It's just like, mate, I just got some weed I'm trying to sell.
Yeah,
Can you just tell me?
To the Lord's Librarian. Oh, no, Jordo's taking clips. You grasp his hand and introduce yourself and cry out as the nerves down your arms go numb.
Oh, you little car.
Oh, Seamus bursts out laughing. Lose one skill point. Lose one skill point as you were using your sword arm. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I feel like this is right up in your grill a lot more than the first book was.
Yeah.
It's like right out the gate, boom. You are becoming angry, but the little man continues to shake your hand and laugh.
Mr. Shicky Shicky.
A laugh comes from behind you, and you look round to see him floating in the air, grinning. Or are you? In fact, you now realise you are frantically shaking hands with a stuffed dummy, which is flopping around on the end of your arm.
Oh.
You throw it to the ground, but it's stuck to your hand. The situation is ludicrous, and you're becoming very angry. Just a little joke, says the leprechaun, who snaps his fingers. The dummy disappears, and half the population of the universe turns to dust. Now, what can I do for you?
That's a bow.
Will you ask him the way onwards, or draw your sword?
I feel drawing my sword is probably not the best thing to do. I'll probably turn it into like a dildo or something. So can I just get some directions from him, please?
Give us your gold, you little prick. Chat is on fire tonight. Doom's with us, single doom. It's a dream team chat this evening. Got Breath Weapon X, bit of DF North, bit of CR Game Room. Red Mage is here. He's a lovely, wonderful regular. Joel swung by, although he's having connection issues. So we're going to ask him the way forward. 3, 4, 8. Oh, I shouldn't go this way, says Seamus. There are no pleasant parts. These 3 doors are the only ways onwards. 2 of them are very dangerous, and the other is very smelly. On the opposite side of the room are 3 doors. What a surprise. One has a brass handle, one has a copper handle, and one has a bronze handle. Which will you choose? And it gives you 4 options. You got the brass handle, the copper handle, the bronze handle, or ask for more advice. Oh, Mike, thank you for the bitty puppies. That's very sweet of you.
All right, so one's got a brass handle.
Yeah, brass handle, copper handle, bronze handle, or you can ask for more advice. Oh, hang on a minute.
For the listeners, Andy here is in fact the Ice Masters UK National Champion 2017. At least he believes he is, not according to the win.
Hey! Right, did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Did it work?
I heard it, but probably through your mic.
Probably through my mic. Somebody needs to confirm that worked. But it was a little choppy. Oh, well, I don't think that's me though. I think that'll be on Sound Alert's end. It's a long one.
Never trust the wind system.
Never trust the wind system. That's not the best one, I don't think. But you'll have to save up some channel points to... All right, well, at least it worked this time. It took me ages to get it to work. So, progress.
Rip
Progress.
Thunderstone.
Oh, thanks, Mike. That one worked better.
MOD Lizzie in the house.
Yay!
Doing the promotions so we don't have to.
Yeah, we got Mod Lizzie. I've been doing loads of great stuff, like learning. I've been learning. We've got a custom bot. We got sound alerts going off. When we play games, we can do the whiff counter.
I'm going to ask you for more advice. Because
you are asking
so
for...
helpful so far.
Right, okay. Turn to 68. I wonder why it's so choppy then. Which would I take, he muses.
Like
Let's
so
see.
Big, like a big cheeseburger big.
I would not take the 1-2 doors to the left of the copper-handled one, nor the door to the right of the bronze-handled one. What? I'll just reread that. I would not take the 1-2 doors to the left of the copper-handled one, nor the door to the right of the bronze-handled one. Which will you take? The brass, the copper, or the bronze? Like a cheeseburger big.
Brass, copper, bronze. 2 doors left of the copper. That means that's got to be on the furthest right. Or the right to the bronze.
Yeah, let me just answer chat then. So I'll start with Jordo. So the whiff counter, Jordo, you can put a command !whiff in. And what we do is we ask someone, we nominate a member of chat to be our whiff master to record how many times we miss a roll, basically, when we're doing Dice Masters, which was, what was it, on Wednesday? 20 whiffs?
If not more.
If not more. And then Red Mage says, Andy, he says, behind one door lies the path you seek, behind the other is a tiger with a gun. He's having a good think, folks. Can you see this? Look at him. He's sussing it out.
Brass one, please.
The brass handle door. That's 207. Here we go. Here we go. You open the door and peer through into the darkness beyond. You walk a couple of paces forward, allowing your eyes to accustom themselves to the blackness. You close the door behind you, bidding the leprechaun farewell. Turn to 188. Tiger with a gun. It's a tiger with a gun. A sudden, intense flash of light bursts out in front of you. You shield your eyes and then rub them, but you cannot see. Panic hits you as you hear a low, growling noise. Padded footsteps come closer and you cry out in pain as this unseen creature roars and embeds its sharp teeth in your leg. Will you? It is a tiger. It is actually a tiger. Will you cast a strength spell, cast a weakness spell, or draw your sword and slash out at the creature?
I will slash on the creature, please.
Roger that. Turn to 51. I'm sure the creature... Well, if it's anything like Donald Trump, it might like it. You slash about madly with your sword, but cannot hit the creature. Either it is extremely quick, or it has no solid body.
Oh, for flip's sake.
Its teeth are now tearing at your flesh, and you can feel the blood running down your leg. You will have to protect yourself with your magic, or face certain death from the unseen creature. Will you cast a strength spell, a weakness spell, Or if you cannot or will not cast either, turn to 280.
Oh, tell me I'm going to die for choosing the wrong door. 280. I can't. I've got no
280.
strength or weakness spell.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. The creature is savaging you mercilessly.
Jesus!
And you are powerless to prevent it. Your leg is covered in blood and the pain is sickening. To no avail you struggle with the unseen head. You are in agony.
Ow.
The creature lunges at your neck and your last memory before losing consciousness is of its jaws closing around your throat. Turn to 323.
323. That doesn't sound good.
No, 323 is it's not all the way at the end yet, though. You awake and look around.
Hello.
As your memory returns, you are amazed that you can see. Your leg feels tender, but is uninjured. You hear a small chuckle coming from above you, and suddenly the whole thing makes sense. Floating above you is O'Shamus, now laughing loudly. The whole thing has been one big practical joke. You are enraged and leap to your feet, but as you glare at the funny little man rolling around in the air in hysterics, you can't help but to see the funny side.
The funny side of what?
The little shit, says Red Rage. You chuckle, then giggle, then laugh loudly. For some time, the two of you roar with laughter until tears are streaming down your face. When you are both able to control yourselves, you eventually settle down to chat. He is pleasant. He is a pleasant little man.
No, he's not.
He just gives you dangerous, ethereal, teethy creatures attacking you. Before you leave, he says, "Indeed, you are a good sport. Your way ahead is fraught with danger. Perhaps these will help you." And with a wave of his hand, a sword and a plate appear on the table.
Plate.
The sword is a magic battle sword and adds 1 point to your dice rolls when throwing for attacks. The plate is in fact a silver mirror of fine workmanship. You may take these with you, but you have to leave your old sword behind.
Yeah, why would I want that? I've got a new magic belt.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Red Mage has nailed it like, I'm traumatized. And then it's the same three doors: brass, copper, or bronze, my man.
Right, what did I do last time? Bronze, didn't I? Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
So, what is it? 2 doors to the left of copper. Don't take the one to the right of the bronze.
Yeah, but does his riddle even really matter? If it was just going to be a practical joke anyway. Rob says go for the copper one.
Fine. Copper.
Copper 144.
Let me update my map.
Update your map. The door opens and you enter a narrow corridor.
Copper.
You follow it for some time until you finally come to another door. This time a wide carved door with the inscription "Wine Cellar" set into it. You try the handle and it opens. Poking your head around the door, you can see rows and rows and racks full of bottles. Full of wine? Question mark.
Booze.
Maybe it's gremlin milk. The room is dimly lit by several candles. You open the door has caused a little bell to ring, and a figure is limping towards you up one of the aisles. Will you draw your sword and prepare to defend yourself, or see what this fellow has to say?
Let's see what this fellow has to say.
Okay, let's see what he's got for you.
Got any wine?
56.
I've got you some weed if you've got the wine.
I do actually have. I do indeed have some wine.
And I do indeed have. No, I don't.
An 8-ball of hashish.
A marijuana cigarette.
Yes, we sometimes take those before we fly our planes over Germany just to calm our nerves.
Yes.
Great combo. The black elf approaching you is skinny and ragged. He asks whether you are a guest or an adventurer. You tell him you are a guest, come down to sample the wine he keeps in his famous wine cellar. With a certain pride, he shows you the vintage bottles he keeps for his lord, the demi-sorcerer. Some of them, he claims, have magical powers. He offers to let you sample the wine. Will you try a sample? And then he gives you a choice. He's got some red, some white, some rosé, or you can decline his offer.
Oh, what do you reckon, chap? Red, white, or rosé? What's your tipple?
Oh, Mike's here as well.
Has he got any limoncello?
Any limit, don't even. Ugh. He
Red.
does not. He's got red, white, or rosé.
Red. There's
red.
A consensus
Wow,
for
consensus on the red. Got to stay on brand. You absolutely do. Okay, 120 for the red. You taste the wine and nod. The vintage is indeed excellent, with a refreshing, fruity taste.
Red. Nice.
You try a little more and start to feel lightheaded.
Ooh.
You may add 2 stamina points and 3 luck points for finding such an excellent beverage.
What's that? 2 stamina.
2 stamina and 3 luck.
Beautiful.
You thank the elf and press onwards. There you go. That was oh, Seamus is pissed on it. Well done. And just quickly, we need to acknowledge that Relentless Nettles has joined us as well.
Whoop, whoop.
Turn to 95. Here we go.
All right. So am I going out of the wine cellar?
Yeah, it just says move on. Here's your points. Crack on. At the far end of the wine cellar is a wooden door which you try. It opens out into a passageway which leads onwards for several meters. And then it's making me go to 367. Oh, 367 is very far back.
Ooh.
Okay. Some way along the passage you arrive at a 4-way junction. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
All right, then.
Well, the book's actually made the decision for you because it says you take a path to the north, which leads you to a large wooden door. You can hear nothing by listening at the keyhole. Will you try to open the door slowly and quietly, or just charge the door down?
Sneaky, sneaky. Let's try it slowly and quietly.
Slowly and quietly. 308. The handle turns and you step into a dark room. Turn to 257. See, that's just scandalous, that. Look at that. Not even a full second line. 257. Oh, looks like there might be some stuff going down here. Don't you open that trap door. You look around the room. It is lit only by your torch. Although a fairly large room, it has little furniture in it, although a large boulder sliced flat, resembling a table, and a smaller rock forms a sort of stool behind it. In one corner, a pile of rocks are held together with mud. You cannot imagine their purpose, although they support 3 wooden chests. Then you jump with fright as your torch lights up a large creature, seemingly made of rock itself, standing by the door. It is roughly human-shaped, although somewhat larger. Its eyes are staring straight at you, but you cannot be sure it is actually seeing you. Will you run for the other door, attempt to speak with the creature, or move towards the boxes in the corner?
Boxes, boxes, boxes. It's got to be really. It's going to be keys and stuff in there.
200. What is it we're actually looking for?
We're
We've
going
got
to
to
assassinate the dude. We're not
kill
really
the
doing
dude.
anything. There's no treasure. We just need to get to Danny Dyer and then assassinate him,
and do him in.
which is a little bit worrying because I struggled with the first monster that we found.
Before he bars you from the pub.
Got to get to the Queen Vic before closing.
At your first movement, the creature seems to break from its trance and step towards you. Seeing this, you may either run for the other door or make for the boxes and risk taking on this silent giant.
What do you think, guys? I'm going for boxes, but I could be swayed.
Andy's up for trying to rob the boxes and taking on the giant. Let's see what the chat says. Where's chat at with this?
I piss on the rock giant with my skills.
With your skills, we have just had a couple of glasses of red wine, which has given you a nice bit of pep.
In it.
Right. Relentless Nettle says the giant's a pussy. So he's obviously up for going for the boxes. Any more votes in to help Andy out? Let's see. Well, I mean, that's 2 votes between you and Mike there.
Rob. Let's rob it. Let's rob him.
Let's do it.
Boxes.
Okay. Boxes 98. Take all the things, says Red Mage. Yeah, man. The Golem. Golem. How do you say it? Golem.
My precious.
The more I say it, the more it doesn't sound right either way. Golem. Advancing towards you is a slow-moving creature, and you reach the boxes with ease. You curse as you find they are all locked. As you struggle with the locks, the golem closes in on you. You may draw your sword and fight it, cast a fire spell, cast a creature copy spell, or forget it and leg it for the door.
I've got no fire, but I do have a creature copy.
How many creature copies have you got?
I got 1. Shall I use it?
I mean, the risk reward on this, it could be really, really high, because you could get your creature to fight the other dude while you crack on with the locks. But if you're unsuccessful breaking the locks, regardless of casting the spell, you kind of lost out. But if you do break the locks while your copy occupies the golem, as Rob seems to think it's officially said, then you could be quids in. Just laying out the options for you.
Yeah, I suppose I'm not going on the rob, am I? I'm just like I am supposed to just be going to assassinate some dude.
While you're considering that, I'll just catch Jordan up. So there was a vicious tiger attack, but it turned out to be a ghostly prank by O'Shamus.
To be sure.
Then Andy befriended O'Shamus, and they had a good little natter. And Seamus gave him some advice, and he's cracked on through the Citadel, and now found another room with some treasure chests in the corner. But there's a stone golem, which I'm uncertain how to pronounce. And so Andy is now deciding how to handle the golem.
Is there an option just to fight it?
Yeah, just draw your sword and fight it.
Let's fight this thing. It's early on, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, 303.
I got my magic.
The golem advances towards you, and you slash at it with your sword. Your sword hits solid rock and clangs noisily. You will have to resolve this battle and deduct 1 skill point during the fight.
Okay.
So it's a rook. The golem's got a skill of 8, but a stamina of 10.
Ooh, okay, and then I am on skill 7, so I'm rolling on a skill 6.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, here we go. Roll badly, please.
I've rolled 6, 14.
A 9 plus 7, 16.
16. That's 2 off the golem. So I'm down to 8.
Odds are my favourite, are they? Oh, 5.
Soft G like giant. Jolem. Jolum. I didn't even consider that as an option. Oh, I've rolled 7, so that's 15 for me.
That's me down by 2 to 17. Come on, roll again.
Okay. Well, that's a good one. I've rolled a 7 again.
And I have rolled
15.
9, 5, 6, 7, 9 plus 6 is 15.
What did I say I was?
15.
I think a draw is just a draw, isn't it? Oh, hang on. If you want to use the whiff counter, give it a reset. There you go. Right, pop it through again, Mike. Pop it through again. Although maybe I should put some commands in for, like, I don't know, monster hit or something. I don't know. Oh, that's not a good one. 5, 13.
7 plus 6 is 14. 6, 7. No, it's not 13 again.
13, so it's a draw. Okay.
Oh, man, that's bad. I need to be
Oh,
winning.
I've only rolled 4 this time.
I've got a 10.
12.
I'm on 16.
So, all right, that takes me down to 6.
Oh, another one, 8.
Oh, 11. I'm on 19.
No. That's bad. That's 14. I'm
14.
taking another 2. What's that? That takes me down to 16. No, 15.
You're on 15.
Oh, yeah. Because I've got plus 1 to my attack with my sword, but I've got -1.
Because
No.
it's
So that means that I'll go back up to 17, don't I?
Yeah, because it's like down 1, up 1.
Oh, tits. All right, I'm on 7 then. So let's keep that in mind for those 2 draws that I should have won.
6, 14.
I've got 6 plus 7, 13. Tits.
That's 2 to you. I've rolled 7, 15.
Oh, I've lost the dice. One is a 6, the other one is a 6. That's 12. That is 19.
That takes me down to 4. Oh, I've just rolled a 10, 18.
6, 7, 8, 10 plus 7, 17. That's me getting hit. I'm down to 11.
Oh,
This thing is firing me. That's a nice one. 10,
14.
17.
Oh, I'm down to 4.
Hit. One more hit. 5, 6, 7, 8,
6,
9.
14 again.
16. You're dead.
Am I dead? I lost count then. I thought I had
Dead.
one more hit I could take.
4, took you down 2, took you down. It's a funky town.
Right, okay, fair enough.
I've taken a beating. I'm down to 11 myself.
147. And hello to Joe, hello to TJ.
Good evening, fellas.
147.
I just killed a Gollum. Or a Gollum.
Lick the spork monster Paul. Oh, mate, TJ did the most. Oh, look at the emotes on the screen. That's good. That looks good. TJ was playing the most random game yesterday. It was. I thought I'd eaten a bad mushroom or something with my dinner.
Give me the spoils of my win.
The Jollum crashes to the ground and breaks into pieces. With relief, you walk over to the boxes to examine them. You can try the first box, the second box, or the third box.
I'll try all 3. I'll go first one then. First.
First box, 260. Just take them in order. After some struggling, the box opens. Inside, you find a silver key.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Will you use the key on the second box, use the key on the third box, or just take the key and make an exit?
I'll try it on the second box.
See you later, Rob. Thanks for swinging by, man.
Toodaloo.
Right, on the second box. Turn to 34. The key turns, and removing the lock, you open the box to find another key. This time cut in a glowing green metal. It's kryptonite. Will you try this new key on the third box, or leave the room with the 2 keys?
I will try it on the third box. Why would I not? Seems like an obvious thing to
It
do.
seems like, yeah, I don't know though. I feel like it's sort of railroading you into something that might backfire.
What could go wrong with a green key?
The key turns, the locks click open, and you look inside the box. Inside the box is a glass jar, and in this jar is a spider. But not a normal spider. This creature has the face of an old man. He is talking to you, but you cannot make out what he is saying. A noise startles you, and you spin round to see that the door, the one you came through, is beginning to open. You put the jar in your bag and make for the other door. Turn to 237.
Make like a tree and get out of there.
Here we go. Okay. Mr. Mind. Yeah. Yeah, old man spider face. That's good. Yeah, this is... I don't think you've actually investigated any of the dungeons so far. You're just lying on the floor in the gremlin imp room.
Yeah.
This is all just a trip off the gremlin milk. You open the door and step forwards into a passageway which runs eastwards for several meters.
Shit, eastwards. That is never eat shredded wheat. Let's go that way.
And then ends at the foot of a staircase. You climb the stairs and eventually you find yourself in a narrow passageway. A short distance ahead, you can see an opening into a large, well-lit room. You press forward, turn to 169. The room you are in is some sort of grand dining hall. A long table, large enough to seat some 40 or 50 people, stands in the centre, edged with chairs. Various doors and passageways lead from the room, but you are particularly interested in two wide staircases which lead upwards to either end of a balcony overlooking the hall. Paintings and suits of armour decorate the walls. The room is empty. Will you take the left-hand staircase upwards, take the right-hand staircase upwards, investigate the paintings, or investigate the suits of armour?
Let's investigate the suits of armour because I've only got leather armour at the moment.
Good plan, Batman.
Clever.
151.
Insane in the membrane.
The suits of armour are a variety of shapes and sizes, and you shiver to think of the strange creatures they must have been made for, like Alex's mum. Perhaps you may yet come across some of them. As you examine one particularly grand suit, its hand suddenly rises and whacks you across the face. You stagger back, spitting blood, lose 2 stamina points.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That if I was much lower, that would have killed me.
Smack my bitch up. But the armour makes no further move, and you decide it may be prudent to continue upstairs. Take the left-hand staircase or the right-hand staircase.
Yeah, I've just been bitch slapped by some armour for the cave of 2 points. Left hand.
Left hand. 10 to 19. The staircase creaks as your foot falls onto it. You try to ascend as quietly as possible, but the old timbers groan under your weight. Suddenly, one of the stairs clicks, as if to trigger a switch of some kind.
Uh-oh.
To your surprise, all of the stairs flick downwards. You are now standing on a smooth, steep slope. Try as you might, you cannot balance and you fall down the slope, tumbling head over heels.
Bloody hell, I'm in Hogwarts.
If you wish to use a levitation spell, you may fly up out of danger to land on the balcony. You don't have a levitation spell, do you?
No, I don't.
No, in which case, we're going to slide to the bottom.
Whee! It's a Dungeons and Dragons ride.
Brilliant. I think Mike's just banging the whiff counter for his own entertainment.
I think it was a whiff from a slap.
Dude. You roll down the stairs across the room and finally crash into the wall at the far end of the hall. You twist your elbow badly. lose 1
Jesus.
skill and 2 stamina points for your injuries,
Flipping heck.
and then take the other staircase up.
This
This one's like relentless.
yeah, the stairs have done me in.
When can you just eat your food any time, or do you have to wait for an opportunity to do it?
In the last one, I had to wait for an opportunity, but I could kind of do with one of my 6 meals.
Let me just check.
I come up against another one of them stone golems, then I'll be done for.
It's not very clear as to whether you can just do it when you want to do it, or whether you have to wait to be told to do it. But last time, you're right, it told you to do it, when to do it.
Yeah.
This room is evil. It is evil. Red Maid says if you were a racehorse, we'd have put you in the little tent by now.
Got 7 points of life left. I'll be fine. I better take the right-hand side staircase, please.
Okay, well, the stairs are well worn and creak under your weight. Cautiously, you climb up to the balcony. Turn to 363.
Oof. So no to the left hand, yes to the right hand. We're at the top.
Along the balcony are 3 doors. Will you go left, centre, or right?
Left, centre, right. Left served me well last game. Let's take the left-hand one.
Turn to the left.
Oh, no. Let's ask the audience.
Ask the audience. I'll tell you what, you guys discuss it. I'm going to have to take a bathroom break. The wine's going through me. So I'll be back in 2 secs. You guys have a chat about it. Ooh.
So, left, middle, or right? I'm thinking left because if you go in a maze and you keep left, then you always get to the middle. But I'm open to suggestions. I hope he's turned his mic off, else we're going to hear him tinkle in a minute. That's the left from Jordo. That's 2 for the left. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. There we go. I think we're going left. So let's have a little recap of what we've done so far. We have gone into a courtyard. We've been shot at, went into a little room, and I drank some milky liquid from some gremlins. I came out and I was attacked by a grey-looking tentacle. Got past that, went down some stairs, met a little leprechaun. He was a knob. Thought it was funny to think I was dead, but I thought it was funny as well. So, lols. Went for another door. Went to a wine cellar where some guy gave me some lovely red wine. That was very bizarre. Went on again. Came to a crossroads. Wasn't given the option of going anywhere but left. So I went left. Went into a room with a rock man, which I pretty much fucked up because I'm badass. Went through some crates. Obviously found a small spider with the face of an old man in a jar that I couldn't understand. But I took it anyway. Why not? Went along the corridor, came into a dining room which had some hilarious suits of armor that slapped me in the face, and then I went up some stairs, only for them to go into a comedy slide and roll back down again. And I've gone up to the top, and we are going to go left through a door.
I took my headphones off there. Did you legit just recap the entire journey so far?
I did indeed. And it doesn't sound any less bizarre when you recap it.
Did you tell them about the gremlin milk?
Gremlin milk. I think the bizarrest bit is the random wine cellar.
Yeah, just some guy down there, dark elf. And he's just like, here you go, have some of my red wine. You're like, whoa, I feel much better now.
You a guest? Yes. There we go. So we're going left.
You're going left. Okay, 228. The locked door is very strong and made of solid oak. It is unlikely you will break it down, but you may try. Otherwise, you could use a strength smell. Strong smell? A strength spell to smash it.
The lock is copper, and you could try using a copper key if you have one.
I got a silver one and a green one.
Well, no, it says a copper key. I'm sorry, my man.
Can I have my meal?
So you can try and smash it down, cast a strength spell, or use a copper key.
I feel like I should have a meal.
Right, let me just revisit the rules. It's not very clear, to be fair, whether you can.
Because if I can't have a meal, I might kill myself trying to smash through a door.
How low are you right now?
7.
Really?
Yeah.
So here we go. It says restoring skill, stamina, and luck. Occasionally, a page may give instructions to alter your skill score. So that's not what you want to do. It's stamina and provisions. Here you go. Your stamina score will change a lot during the adventure. Your stamina levels may be dangerously low, and battles may be particularly risky. So be careful. You may only restore your stamina score by casting a stamina spell.
Don't have one then.
You are well advised to ensure that you include stamina spells in your original choice of spells.
I haven't got any.
Right. Where's the bit about provisions then? You've got 6 provisions, haven't you?
I got 6. Yeah, it says 6 meals was what it said.
So the title of that section says stamina and provisions,
Yeah.
but then it says nothing about using the provisions. I think you've got to just wait for it to tell you to sit down and have your dinner.
Right, okay. Well, then let's put a shoulder to this door.
Right, turn to
Make sure
88.
it's some form of...
That's all I'm saying. That, I like the idea of Andy going up to random houses, putting keys in locks and going, I don't understand. It's a key, isn't it? Why doesn't it work?
It's copper. It's the same colour as the lock.
Turn to 88.
Apparently, when I go to the empty dining hall, that wasn't a good idea to have a meal.
No. Yeah, just sit down and have your dinner before you carry on. Who needs to eat some food when you've been having gremlin milk and elf red wine?
Exactly. Hopefully this next room will be some kind of buffet.
The door is extremely strong, but cracks a little under your charge. You may try charging it as often as you wish until you break it. Roll a die for each attempt.
Right.
If you roll a 6, you succeed. For each unsuccessful attempt, you must lose a stamina point. Or you can use your strength spell, or give up and go to the middle door or the far door. Oh, I'm part of a tomato too. That's right, Red Mage. That's right. Mushy tomato on your face.
So wipe the mushy tomato off my face. What do you reckon then, guys? Should we go middle or right? I don't think I could roll the dice 7 times and not get a 6, and then it'll be game over.
Mike says the middle door.
Middle.
Let me hang on. Just gotta stretch the back a minute. There you go.
Let's go middle.
Middle door. That's 64.
Door 2. Strong. Middle door. What we got in there?
Oh yeah, Al says the middle door as well. So the votes are definitely the middle door. You listen at the door and can hear squeaky voices laughing and squabbling. You try the handle and the door opens.
Oh, good.
Inside is a brightly coloured room. Right. A few small beds are in one corner, and strewn about the floor are small mannequins of various brutish creatures. I don't like where this is going. Oh. Along the right-hand wall is a large box, and just beyond the box is a door. In the centre of the floor, and looking up at you quizzically, are 3 small creatures. They are human-like, but have green skin, pointy ears, and slit-like eyes. There's a picture.
Goblins.
I'll show Andy the picture first on that camera.
Oh, yeah. Goblins, if I've ever seen them.
Show the viewers the picture there. It's Rob and Al again. It's Rob, Alex, and... Well, who's the third one? I didn't know you guys had a third friend. You can draw your sword and prepare to fight them. Look in your pack for something to offer them. Or just walk confidently across the room to the other door.
Let's proper blag it. Let's just walk through the room.
Let's just do it, yeah.
All right, boys, how's it going? Don't let me disturb you.
3, 2, 6, yeah. Carry on. Carry on, what?
Excuse me. I seem to have got lost. Do you tell me where the toilet is? Lovely red wine back in the wine cellar.
Have you tried the gremlin milk? Amazing. As you stride past them, the little creatures watch you silently. They seem to merely find you interesting. You feel that something's not quite right here. Turn to 140.
Oh, tits.
Yeah. You leave the room and head down a short corridor.
Oh, okay.
Some meters down, you find yourself at the foot of a staircase.
Stairs down.
This is a spiral staircase which leads right up into the Citadel Tower.
Oh, how
You climb the stairs cautiously and eventually arrive on a small landing with 2 doorways in front of you. You can take the left-hand door or the right-hand door.
Let me just do the spiral staircase and then at the top, 2 doors, left or right.
He's updating the thing. Yeah, let's do a sound effect for the viewers. I think let's do this one.
When the rubber meets the road, it's just not. It's not good.
What do you think, guys? Left or right? Should we try left again, as we couldn't get in last time?
I am watching chat, eagerly anticipating their contribution.
You see that? That's the map so far.
Oh, Red Mage says right. Mike says left. We've got to vote either way right now. We need a tiebreaker. Someone jump in quick. Someone jump in quick on a tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
Where's everyone gone? Come on. Right. Well, in the absence of one of the other guys dropping in, so even ask the spider. Yeah, actually, he's just in your bag. The old man, the old man faced spider is just hanging in your bag right now. Right, 2s for Mike, evens for Mike, odds for Red Mage.
Right.
I have rolled an even. Who did I say was even?
Mike.
Mike was even, so it's left.
Left.
I've lost track of which number it was now, though.
Top of stairs.
Oh, shit. I've totally... Left's 25. I found it. It's okay. Don't panic, everyone. I'm on it.
25. Oh, that's a low number.
Took me a minute, but I was there. The door opens, allowing you into a large circular room. You scratch your head quizzically. That's twice we've heard the word quizzically used today. In the centre of the room, you can see a small island surrounded by a wide trench on which stands a chest locked with a metal fastening. The trench is too wide to jump and is very deep. Just inside the door is a length of rope. A door leads from the room opposite the door you came in through. Okay. Will you ignore the box and walk round the trench to the other door?
No.
Guess what? Cast a strength spell and leap across the trench.
For flip's sake, these ESP illusion fool's gold have been a complete waste of my time.
Useless. You should have gone with Tybold or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Or you can try and use the rope.
We're using the rope, people.
Using the rope. 239.
I want that chest. It's going to have some really cool stuff in it, like a dog with the face of a young lady.
To go with you, spider with the face of an old man.
Yeah.
I still maintain that none of this has actually happened. You're still just tripping out on gremlin milk. An idea strikes you.
Hold on. I've got an idea.
I've got an idea. This won't. Red Mage says this isn't going to end well. An idea strikes you. You tie the rope into a loop with a slip knot at the end. Whirling the rope around your head, you try to snare the chest.
Yeehaw! Down, 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 down.
After several throws, your loop goes over the chest and the slip knot tightens around it. You pull and the chest shifts. You pull once and it falls over the edge and down into the trench. But to your dismay,
Oh, no, it's going to pull me with it.
the weight of the box is enormous and it pulls you right over with it.
Ah, no, it's like the fire hose from Die Hard.
If you have a levitation spell, use it and turn to 9. Otherwise, turn to 82.
Oh.
Mike's there with, hang on a minute, I've got a cunning plan. Is it as cunning as a fox with a degree in cunning from the University of Cunning?
I used my fool's gold to fuck all.
You fall into the trench. Frantically, you try to grasp at the edge as you tumble over, but without success.
Well, I just let go of the rope.
Head over heels, you tumble down the pit, and your last memory is your final crash as you hit the ground below, which kills you instantly. You have failed your mission.
Shit. After all that, I get killed by a box because I don't let go of the rope.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Rewind.
Rewind? Oh, I don't know about that.
I'll use my ESP. Go on, we've only been going for 2 hours and we're in the Citadel, which is like, we're nearly there. Rewind to 25. What'd you say, chat?
Oh, it's a bit naughty.
Rewind. When the crowd say bo.
Red Mage is like, that's not how it happened. I didn't see nothing, officer.
I said the right door.
Right, where are we at? 25. So you can ignore the box and walk round the trench to the other door, cast a strength spell and leap across the trench, or pick up the rope and formulate a plan.
There's a rope.
This decision I am only going along with in the interest of keeping the stream going, entertaining the viewers, enjoying my wine. Otherwise, I'd have been very disappointed to have to rewind like this. I'd have made us start again on another stream next month. Yeah.
Fudge that. We can go on to the next one. Do you know what? I'm not that bothered about that box. Let's move on.
Just move on. Yeah, walk round the trench to the other door.
Yeah, because my strength spell, which I've got none of, which apparently it says make sure you take some with you.
I'm about to say, it has actually given that strength spell. Red Mage says, maybe the rope will work this time. You leap through the door and find yourself at the foot of another spiral staircase leading up to the Black Tower. Climbing the stairs, you eventually come to a landing where a single door is the only way onwards. You try the door and it opens slowly.
You die.
182.
You open the door and you die.
You feel yourself sucked into the room. As if by magic, your torch flickers and dies.
Uh-oh.
The room is pitch black. From nowhere, yet everywhere, comes a mocking laugh which fills the room.
What are you laughing at?
Foolish adventurer, says another voice, which changes its tone from high to low as it speaks. Welcome to
adventurer. Like that.
Welcome to the home of the Ganges.
The Ganges.
Oh dear.
What is Ganges?
It's
a place in Africa.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it will be the last room you will ever see. But of course...
No, mate, the last room that I just died in, that's the last room I'll ever see. Have some of that.
But
your
we
face.
can see you, can't we, brothers? And laughing voices come from all around you. Suddenly, a ghostly white, luminous face flies towards you. You recoil in horror, throwing yourself on the ground and begin to feel very frightened. Lose 1 skill, 2 stamina, and 1 luck point for your fear.
Jesus Christ. Look, I'll tell you right now, I have not had the opportunity to build up my stamina.
The Ganges is in India.
So is that one skill, 2 stamina,
And
And
1
one-
luck.
1 luck. My luck was back up to 10, so that's not too bad. But I am now on 5 stamina.
Listen to these options, though. Create a fire spell.
No.
Try an illusion.
Oh, I got 4 of them.
Feel in your backpack for an artifact. Or draw your sword. Evil nuns.
Master of illusion.
Try the illusion spell. At last, the illusion spell.
Finally, I got 4 of them.
395.
Like what?
395 is right at the back, you know. Ooh, that was close. That was 395. Dummy's Day says always fire. Why didn't you?
I haven't got any fire spells. All the spells I've got are shit.
If any of you guys ever have a run at this and you use one of the pre-configured characters, may we recommend that you go with Elif Montaigne, the most beautiful nomad from Titan, from the mountains of Titan, because she's got 3 strength spells and 4 shielding spells.
Where I've got ESP, which I haven't been able to use at all. Fool's Gold, which hasn't come up either. Illusion, which has just come up. And 1 shielding spell. Well, the most part, that would have saved me from a tomato.
Red Mage says, surely you used an illusion spell when you did that fake illusion of falling and dying.
It was all an illusion. I'm like the one out of the Defenders of the Earth. Who's that? Defenders of the Earth, Defenders. That had an illusionist, didn't he? He was a master of illusion.
Oh, dear.
It's Javier.
Oh, I didn't know Dummy's Day was Javier. Hello, Javier. Hola, senor.
Right. Anyway, I'm clenching.
Anyway,
Still
you cast
clenching.
your spell and concentrate, creating the illusion that you are a powerful sorcerer and that you are becoming tired of their pranks.
I thought I already was a powerful sorcerer.
Apparently not. But nothing happens.
Oh, shit. That's useful,
Again,
isn't it?
a mocking laugh comes at you from all sides. We are magical creatures ourselves, says a voice. Though not such amateurs as you. Suddenly you feel a blow in the middle of your back, which knocks you in the middle of the room.
Oh,
Lose 2 stamina points.
That puts me on 3.
Oh, man. You can fumble in your backpack for something to use, draw your sword, or try a fire spell.
A fumble in my bag.
Fumble in your bag, 322. Maybe the old man-faced
Old man
spider's
Spider
time
has
to
got
shine.
to be my saviour. Old man Spider. That's all I've got in there. I've got Old man Spider, a couple of keys. That
Okay.
boxes, and a
Well, there's
mirror.
lots-
I've got a mirror.
There's lots of options here, but the only one you have available to you is the spider in a jar. So we'll try that one, shall we?
Hold on, I've got a mirror as well.
It's not on the list.
Oh,
It's not on the list.
take my spider with the old man face. That's going to save me against the Ganges.
Okay. You take out the jar, and as you do, the Ganges gasp. Rachni, says a voice. You have returned. And with those words, an invisible hand snatches the jar from you, lays it on the ground, and opens the lid. They seem quite pleased that you've given them this. The Spider-Man turns towards you and growls a little growl. You draw your sword as the beast scuttles towards you angrily. You must fight the creature.
Oh, shit, the bird! I just saved them. And he's
I know,
gonna
that's so
kill
funny,
the
like,
old man Spider-Face.
Dude, I saved you from the locked chest, and this is how you repay me. Well, he's got a skill of 7 and a stamina of 5, so he's not as hardcore as the Golem.
Can I have some food?
It's not give you the option, and the rules are really unclear. Chat, are we going to let Andy just eat some food? Because I don't know what the rules are.
Like we're from the sounds, we're in the dark Citadel. We've got to be nearly there, and it has not given me the option of food within the last 2 hours.
Mate, I'm going to read you the next bit. It says, as soon as the Spider-Man gets its first hit on you, turn to 208. If you win without it wounding you, you must face the Ganges.
Let me have some food.
Chat, I'm gonna give the chat the choice. Are we gonna let him have some of his provisions?
Come on, let me have a meal. Let me have a little sit down in the middle of this room with a mad spider with an old man's face charging at me. I'll go, hold on. You just wait there.
And just to be clear, the reason why this is up for debate is because the rule book says. Hang on, let me find the page.
I just want to smash this Gangster slice and a pack of Monster Munch, and I'll be with you. All right, just hold yourself.
It says giant what's it? It says stamina and provisions, and then it gives no instructions as to how to use your provisions.
The last one was pretty generous with when I could have my provisions. I am going to guess that I can just eat them.
But there is no further elaboration on when you can or can't use your provisions, which I think is a glaring omission from the rules.
It is quite a big omission.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's possibly in here, but not in the spot that says stamina and provisions.
Yeah. Hold on 2 seconds, Spider-Man. Let me get out my 18 lunchbox. Got against the slice, packet of nice and spicy knickknacks, a can of Coke, and a Mars bar. Let me just smash this, and I'll be right with you.
Yeah, it doesn't. There is no instructions as how to. That's hilarious. Mike says, was the book written by WizKids? I'm inclined, just for the interest of keeping the
back up to 19. Okay, look, I've got to face this. Although he was in a jar, has he grown, or is he still literally a really small spider with a man face?
That's also an omission. It does not highlight. You may actually still be facing a jar-sized spider.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm so scared. I've been carrying you around in my bag for the past 2 hours.
You're being aggroed by this little tiny dude.
Right, I'm back up to 19 stamina. It may not help. Let's fight this thing.
Right, okay, here we go.
So what is he? What's his skill?
7-5, although I have just rolled an 8, so 15 for me.
Okay, well I started on 8 and it's slowly and surely been shat on, so I'm only on 5 now. So it's really helping me to get more powerful as the story goes on. This one's rubbish, but I get +1 from my magic battle sword.
Oh yes, yeah.
I have a feeling that right at the start I should not have gone to go and see that leprechaun because he's a dick, and I should have just gone the other way.
Yeah, that's
right. I've got 11.
11.
So he's done damage to me.
Yeah.
So is that
right? Hang on. As soon as the Spider-Man gets his first hit, turn to 208.
So I missed it, and then he's like bit my finger or something.
Yeah, you're gonna die of poison now or something.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man's weapon is its bite, which is highly poisonous. As it bites you, you feel the poison spreading through your system, numbing your nerves. As you stumble and fall to the ground, it attacks you again and again. Your last memory is its ugly little face biting into your neck. You have failed your mission.
Well, I'm glad we had that 10-minute debate about my meal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say to you, man. This one, this is
Is
only this is
hard.
the second book as well. This is relentless. Maybe you'd have done better rolling your own character.
Well, playing it again, strength spell and fire spell would have been an obvious choice. I don't. ESP and Fool's Gold was never even mentioned, unless
No.
like we've gone down a weird path, and if we'd have gone the other way, it would have been completely different. Although usually it links up, so it doesn't really matter. So that where it says you're in a crossroads, go left anyway, go north regardless. Maybe that would have linked up. I don't know. That was bloody hard.
I mean, to be fair, your next step would have been to
Defeat Ganges.
defeat the Ganges.
Probably shouldn't have just bothered with that spider, which means the whole thing with the golem was a waste of time. I could have just run away because I didn't need to open those boxes.
To be fair, man, you were going to die one way or another. I've gone on to face the Ganges. I'll read you their option. So if you defeated the spider, you'd have faced the Ganges, and it says here, a silence spreads over the room. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream comes from one corner, and a hideous face appears in the air, shooting towards you, screaming as it comes. Your hair stands on end, and your legs turn to jelly. Somehow, you manage to reach the door, fling it open, and race through. However, you have forgotten that you are high in the tower, and the balcony has no railing. You tumble over the ledge and fall straight down. If you have a levitation spell, turn to 103. Otherwise, you land in a crumpled heap at the base of the tower, and your broken body breathes its last breath. So even if you beat the spider,
Without the levitation spell, you're fucked.
you were going to die anyway.
Wow.
So
So they
this
create
one-
a character which doesn't have the ability to flip
Well,
in,
Presumably,
live.
presumably, there's an awful lot of pages in this, and we've only been
Yeah.
on a proportion. Presumably, yeah, this is what you could have won. Yeah, you could have died from poison or fallen to your death from a great height. Presumably, there's a pathway. I mean, I don't know which choice you made at what point could have unravelled that differently. Maybe it was. I mean, maybe it was going through that door and drinking the gremlin milk for all we know.
Yeah, they're at the start. No, because then I came back out with that little tomb thing, didn't I?
Oh yeah, sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where.
But
There's
then
obviously
I could have gone
been a
straight forward. I could have gone down the stairs. That's one choice. The leprechaun had 3 doors, so that might have been something else. There wasn't any other choices there. There's 3 doors off of the dining room. Didn't seem to be as many options as the last one. The last one was like, do you want to go left, right, or straight on? Quite a lot. Whereas this one was like,
No, I'm flicking through. There's like a kitchen scene here, but there is like the top of that page there. It says choose a spell, Fool's Gold, ESP, or Illusion.
oh, there you go.
So there's definitely pathways that would have used the spells that you had. I mean, we didn't come across this dude.
No, we didn't.
We didn't meet the 2-headed reptile people.
They seem fun.
Yeah, they do seem fun. They've got a cup of tea. We got a whirlwind lady. There's loads of like pictures in here. Gargoyle dude. Oh, that looks like a fun one. Angry plates people. You know, so I think it was just there was a choice at some point that took you down a very fighty kind of route, and your character wasn't equipped to deal with that. Yeah, Javier, totally. We were planning on. I mean, the plan is to do one a month, I think, isn't it, Andy? That's what we were going to look to do.
1 a month.
Yeah, do one a month. So, but I suppose the question now is: do we, in our next session, try the Citadel of Chaos again in an attempt to complete it, or do we move on to book 3?
Dun, Dun, dun.
I think the next one as well. Aren't you going to pick up the next one? And I'll play I was going to play the character. And
Yeah.
see, Al says we should. Oh right, we've got to vote either way now. Al says try again. Jordo says move on to book 3.
I think Jordan was just saying, just move on. Move on. Nothing to see.
Oh, as
here.
in that's it. Wrap it up now. Thanks, guys. Yeah. End the stream now, though. But yeah, we absolutely one a month is what we plan on doing.
Yes, they're fun. They are. Dead good. Do you want to see my map?
Yeah, shows you map.
Let me try and angle it.
I mean, that's yeah. I mean, can you see some crossroads in there at a point? Like there was that 4-way crossroad, and then it didn't really give you a choice either way, did it?
Yeah, the 4-way crossroad is a bit weird, but that came after the bronze, brass, and copper door. So I wonder if that had something to do with the other ones.
Oh shit! Shit! I fell off the edge.
Yeah, indeed.
That's a very appropriate one because I say shit. I fell off the edge, which is what you could have had if you hadn't been poisoned by the spider.
Oh, that was fun.
Well, you know that definitely felt like more like you were up against it more compared to the first book.
Right
the Warlock.
from the start. The first one was weird. It's like you were going into the Warlock Mountain. What was it? The Warlock of
Firetop
Mountain, and it was like you go into a room. There's some like in the middle of this like dungeon. There's 4 dwarfs playing cards. You sit down. They seem quite nice. They say, "Oh, it's a bit dangerous out there." Go on to the next one. You go to the next one. There's a man at a desk. He's got paperwork and stuff. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He seems annoyed and tells you to leave, and it's like, what?
It's true.
This one was more, you're getting shat on. What are you going to do? I don't know. You've already taken away half of my skill points, so I'm really stupid and crap at fighting.
And the spell you keep recommending to me, I don't know how to.
Why did you set them on fire? Because I don't know how.
But I think there must be a pathway in there. Like I say, I do see mention of illusion and ESP in the spell options. I think there's just a decision that's been made at some point that's taking you.
Taking me down the path.
Yeah, it's taking you into a direction. Yeah. All right. Well, so let's have a look. Jordo says move on. Al says have a crack at the same one again.
What do the other people out there think we should do?
Yeah, let's.
How many people? 7 people, including me. There's 6 others out there.
Audience decision. I'm easy either way. Mike says have another crack at it. Although, to be clear, we're not going to have another crack at it tonight. I'm not doing a fresh start at 20 past 11.
No.
Andy had a rough time, so go at it again. I mean, I suppose there is something we could either give you one of the other pre-configured characters that have got the spells that you seem to be given options for a great deal.
Yeah, but then if I go a different route, I'm going to
or try and make different decisions. Yeah, I don't know.
into all these illusions and ESP and Fool's Gold, and I'll be like,
yeah. I mean, Elif, you got Elif Montaigne. She's got fire, shielding, strength, stamina, illusion, and levitation. Although she's only got 1 levitation. She's got a stamina of 21.
Oh, she got more stamina than Grindelwald, the con artist.
Yeah, she's got 9 skill and a luck of 8.
Right.
In fact, maybe you should have gone for her.
Yeah. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. Yeah, there's a way to win. How's that?
Yeah, there's definitely a way to win. All right, it seems like the consensus is that our next session we try Citadel of Chaos again before we move on to the 3rd book.
Fair. Put me through the ringer again. Fine.
Okay, well, Red Mage makes a good point though. He says, we don't have to do the replay immediately, as the next session. We could move on, try and do another book, and then come back to it. It's not like the book's going away anywhere, is it? I'll just put it on my bookcase.
True story.
Yeah, so I think Red Mage makes a very good point. Okay, in which case then, next month we'll move on to book 3. Or we've got I've got the that Way of the Warrior ninja themed one, which we could do.
Yeah, but I don't have that.
No, or you could pick up book 3, and next month we could do book 3, and I'll play the character next time around.
So out of the two of us, I think I'm more than ninja than you.
Well, I firmly disagree, but that's fine. You can live in your
like a cat.
You can live in your state of disillusionment, and I'll feed that.
Well, I've watched all Cobra Kai episodes, so I'm already ahead of you on that.
I can't dispute that. That's fact. that's a fact. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just have another go at Citadel of Chaos at a different date. We'll leave the Way of the Ninja dude. Why not let Andy finish the books then? TM6 on the second go. Well, I think I mean sure, but I think you're keen to have a go at doing a bit of the narrating, aren't you, mate?
Yeah. Next one, Margot. What is the next one?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't own number 3 myself, so I don't know. So one thing I mentioned on the last stream, which some of you guys weren't around for that one, is that when I were a lad and I were picking these up, I've obviously not bought them in order. I wasn't the kind of conscientious consecutive collector that I am now. So this one, in fact, was I remember buying it. Because if we look at the print date in here, yeah, 2002 this was. So I was in my 20s when I picked this up. And there was a library closing down in a little town up the road from me. And I raided this library that was closing down. And I just bought a load of books for literally they were letting them go for 20p, 30p. And I bought a load of CDs for £1. And they had DVDs for £1. Honestly, mate, I came like a big box of stuff that I just raided from this library that was shutting down.
Nice.
And that's when I picked that up. So you can probably tell it's not because my Warlock of Firetop Mountain is like an 80s original, whereas this one's obviously a reprint in terms of the cover. In fact, on screen right now, I've got the original 80s cover, which is not the cover.
It's called Forest of Doom.
Forest of Doom. Well, I think if you have a look on eBay, you'll find it for £3 or £4 or something.
The Forest of Doom is a fantasy scenario in which the hero undertakes a quest through a perilous forest to find the missing pieces of a magic warhammer that can help the dwarves in their war with the trolls. Well, that sounds both exciting and rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, mate, the one after that is called Starship Traveller.
Starship Traveller? What? Wait, there was the 4th installment's science fiction?
Sci-fi. Hero is a captain of the Starship Traveller, has been sucked through a black hole called the Celestian Void into another universe to find the necessary coordinates to travel back to the safety of Earth in their own universe. The captain and the landing party must beam down to various planets in search of clues. That sounds exciting. Imagine trying to do a map for that one. Be like a star.
Oh,
ship.
man, yeah, I'm going to have to draw maps and shit. That's definitely not a strength of mine compared to you.
And then number 6, Death Trap Dungeon. That was one that I had as a kid. And that was very much like what we've just gone through. It was just like, do you want to open the right door or the left door? I'll open the left door, you're dead. Oh, let me try the right door then. Oh, you go through a room, it's empty. Do you want the left door or the right door? Let's go with the left door this time. Oh, you're dead. It's literally like that.